This is the History of Portugal podcast, an Eat to My Own Beat podcast. New episodes every Friday. Check us out on our Facebook page, the History of Portugal podcast, on YouTube, as well as my website, www.eattomyownbeat.com.
Welcome back to the History of Portugal, episode 123. The founding of the County of Coimbra, 878. The city of Coimbra was seized by the Count Hermenegildo Guterres in 878. Other locations south of the Douro were then taken and resettled by the order of Alfonso III of Asturias, such as Viseu, Lamego, Angia, where the chapel of Nossa Senhora de Cividade now stands specifically. Lardosa, in the current parish of Rands, was seized in 882 by Mizora and Ramora, two Mozarabs, most likely coming from the south. The Christian border progressed nearly 200 kilometers south along the coast, passing from the Douro River to the Mondego Valley, but inland the border ran northeast along the Estrela mountain range on the northern slope, but probably did not exceed the Coa River to the east. Loss of Coimbra, 988-1034. The territory between Douro and the Mondego remained in the Christian hands for more than a century until the late 10th century campaigns of the notable vizier of Cordoba, Almancor, in 986, 987, 995, and 997, which brought the frontier to the Douro River Valley. Braga was sacked in 985, and 2 years later, Almancor captured Coimbra, Ceia, Viseu, and Lamego. Reconquest of Coimbra, 1034 and 1064. Civil war broke out in the Caliphate of Cordoba in 1009 and would ultimately result in the fragmentation of the Andalus into several independent rival emirates of Taifa states, a circumstance which benefited the Christian kingdoms to the north. In 1028, Alfonso V of Leon sieged Viseu. However, he was killed in the action by a crossbow shot from the walls. On October 10th, 1034, Goncalo Tramateres de Mia reconquered Montermo Ovelo, thus bringing the border of Mondego back to the Mondego River.
Thank you for listening to the History of Portugal podcast, a Eat to My Own Beat podcast. New episodes every Friday. Get more information on the History of Portugal podcast on Facebook, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. Check out www.eattomyownbeat.com for more information on our travels.